Good morning, student. So today we are going to start a chapter number 3, operation on a whole number. So first of all, there are the few learning objectives. That's what we will learn in this chapter. The first one, operation on a whole number. As we know, there are four type of operation: addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. In place of multiplication at this sign you can use a star, and here you can use oblique. Next one, properties of addition. There are the few properties on addition, that how the addition is worked on a whole number we will learn in details. Next one is a magic square. We will talk about the square like a chessboard, where the sum of the row, sum of the column and sum of the diagonal are same. So there will be some few numbers, we have to find the value of that box. Next one, a property of a subtraction, multiplication and division, just like a addition. So we will talk in detail. So first one, operation of whole number, we already talked that we will do addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Next one, properties of addition. So first property is a closure property. For that, as we know, the whole number are start with the 1 and 2, 3 and so on. We can write many more. So the closure property is when we added two rational numbers, in whole number. Suppose I take a 2 and 3. If we add two whole number and we are getting a whole number as a result, 2 and 3 are whole number and 5 is also whole number. If we add two whole number and getting a whole number, that is called closure property. If we are not getting a whole number, then it is not a closure property. Okay? Or you can say that A and B are whole number and C is also whole number. So A plus B equal to C. Next one is a commutative property. Suppose again there are two whole number A plus B. If we add and next time we add in a different order, that means B plus A. But both time we are getting a same answer. That is called a commutative property. Suppose there are two number 5 plus 7. You will get a 12. In opposite, if you add a 7 plus 5, here 5 plus 7 and here 7 plus 5. Both time you are getting a 12. So if you add two whole number in two different order but still you are getting the same answer, that is called a commutative property. Okay? So next property is additive identity. Suppose there is again whole number and there is a blank. What should we add in A to get a same result? Or you can say that suppose there is a number 8. Now what should we add in 8 to get a 8? What should we add? We have to add a 0. So if we add a 0 in any whole number, we get a same result. So here the 0 is called additive identity. 0 is called additive identity. Okay? Next one is a associative property. The associative property is just like a commutative property. In commutative property, they are the two whole number. In associative property, they are the three and more than three number are there. Suppose they are the three whole number A, B and C. Now we have to add three whole number A plus B plus C. If we want to add, what can we do? First of all, we can add A plus B and then we add a C in that result. Let's take an example. Suppose the number are 3, 4 and 5. Okay. First of all, we add a 3 plus 4, you will get a 7, and then we will add a 5, then you will get a 12. Next, again the other 3 whole number. Now we will add first 4 and 5. So here you will get a 9 and 3 is as it is. Again 9 plus 3 you are getting a 12. So what time you are getting a same answer? So when there are the 3 or more than 3 whole number are there, we added 2 different whole number to make it easier. हम क्वेश्चन को इजी बनाने के लिए क्या करते हैं, कोई भी 2 होल नंबर को पहले ऐड कर लेते हैं, उसके बाद थर्ड वन को उसके अंदर ऐड कर लेते हैं. It is not compulsory that there are only 3 numbers. It may be a 4, like 5, 6, 7, 8. You can add this one first, or you can even change the order. So when we add a 3 or more than 3 whole number in different order, but still we are getting the same answer, that is called a associative property. So next one is a magic square. What is magic square? In magic square, a number of rows and number of columns are same. These are called columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and these are the rows. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And number of rows and columns are same, just like a square where the all 4 sides are same. Okay. So we talk about the magic square. In magic square, the sum of rows, sum of column, and sum of diagonal. That means we have the 5 number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The addition of all 5 numbers are equal to second rows number. Like the rows of this one 8, 10, 17 and 2 are missing numbers. If we talk about the column, the sum of all the columns are same and same like a diagonal. From opposite vertex you have to add the number. So they are the 3 properties. The sum of columns, sum of rows and diagonal are same. Now you have to find the missing numbers, like empty box are given here. So what will be there you have to find. So first of all we will talk about the diagonal, because all the numbers are given here. You can see 28, 16, 24 and 12, 18, 17, 16, 15 and 14. So sum of first diagonal. So if we add 20 plus 8 plus 16 plus 24 and 12, these are the 5 numbers. We already talked about the properties. We add the number into different order to make our operation easier. So something is given like 8 and 12. What we will get? 20. So either you can place all the number in different order. Suppose I write a 20 as it is, then I write 8 and then 12, then 16 plus 24. Okay, I just change the order. Everything number is same here. So 20 as it is, 8 plus 12, you will get a 20 here. See 16 and 24, you will get a 40. Now it is easier to add. So here 20, 20, 40, 40 and 40, 80. That means the sum of all the row, all the column and diagonal should be 80. If you want to try with another one, like next diagonal. So second diagonal. So second diagonal, first one from start from 18. Next one is 17, 18, 17, 16, then 15, and then 14. Okay. If you want to make it easier, you can. If something is not given in that way, you can have to add simply like before. So 18 plus 17, what will you get? 35. Here 16 plus 15, you will get a 31 and 14. Now you can add 4 plus 1 5, 5 and 5 10. You will get a 0 and carry is 1. 1 and 1 2, 2 and 3 5, 5 and 3 8. So same like previous one, you are getting a sum of the second column is 80. That means all the sum of the either this row or a column should be 80. If something is not given, you can fill the box according to 80. Like we are going to try first one. First row. Okay. That are the row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that are the column. Okay. So suppose it is X here, or either you can write anything. $20 plus X plus 4 plus 11 plus 8. Okay. And it should be equal to 80. So you can put a 80 here. Now you have to add 20. It is 11 and 5, 15. 15 plus 8. You will get a 23. X is still here. You will get a 80. Now it will be a 43 plus X. Now you need a value of X. That means you have to remove the 43 from here. So by the transposition, that means you have to change the position from left side to right side. So here is the 80. When we move left to right, it is positive, and next this side it will be a negative 43. So here you will get a 80 minus 43, you will get a 37. That means in this box there will be a 37. Same as you can try with all the boxes. Like this one, it should be 80. This should be 80. So what is the missing? You have to fill the box with the correct number. And same as it is, you have to try with the column. So that is your magic square. You have to fill all the empty boxes with the correct number. Okay. So that's it for today. Next day we will going to solve exercise 3.1. So you have to write it down in your notebook, all the points. Thank you.